Good morning. How are y'all today? The kitchen looks different, doesn't it? I'm over at my friend Lydia's house, and she is like so many people. We all have something that kind of terrifies us in the kitchen. Mine is making fudge. If it says hardball stage or softball stage, I instantly, the hairs stand on end and I panic. Just like if somebody asked me to do math. It's the exact same thing. I pop gray hairs. But anyway, so yeast is her problem. She just doesn't seem to be able to make bread because she's afraid of the yeast. So I want to show her this simple little recipe that we're going to make together. And it is, I call it my wooden spoon, no knead, English muffin bread. So easy. I'll have this done and in and out of the oven within an hour. It's a breeze to make. And I want to show y'all how to make it because it's so good and so easy. So I'm going to introduce you to Lydia.
That's nice.
Okay, this is my wonderful friend Lydia. I just love her to death. I adopted her and she adopted me. We're sisters.
Hi, y'all.
And she and I are going to make this wonderful bread today. We also have another friend coming over, Sherry. I don't know if she wants to get in the video or not. We may try to force her. What do you think?
May. Yeah, okay. I think so.
Right.
We should.
Love you. Now I want to show you the simple ingredients for this recipe. So we got some butter and some cornmeal, which we're going to dust the pans with. And then we've got our yeast, some honey. You could use sugar if you want. Some kosher salt, some flour, some milk, some baking powder, and I think that's it. What we're going to do is just get started on this very simple recipe. Scoot in, baby girl. First thing we're going to do is make our yeast mixture. Now, this is the part that scares you. Don't panic.
I'm panicking.
Do you have any scissors?
I do.
We need, or zizzers, as my stepson used to call them. He's no longer with us, sadly. Loved you, Ray.
Assisting.
Thank you for assisting. Okay, I need 2 of these for now. Well, let me have 1. Give that back, woman. And I'm going to put this into my big bowl. Comprende?
Okay. This scares me.
No. Don't let this scare you. And I haven't used fast rising yeast, but this should make the process even quicker.
Okay.
I am going to use that 3rd pack in a little bit because I want to try and experiment.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Okay, so we have got our 2 containers of yeast in this great big old mixing bowl. And
save this for later.
Yes. While I heat up the water, we want the water to be warm, about 110 degrees. And that's, you can stick your finger in it. Your finger is not going to burn, but it's going to be really hot. It's going to be just before it burns your finger. Got that?
I got it.
Okay, I'll show you.
Okay.
The lids, I've got 1/4 of a cup.
I got it.
Of water here. And we're going to pop this in the microwave. I'm going to put it on 30 seconds.
Okay.
But I'll probably take it out at 15 seconds. So let's put this in the microwave. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Go ahead. And then we'll test it. Okay, we took it out at 15 seconds. Now I don't think that's going to be long enough, but we're going to test it together. Hold on a minute. That's perfect. Put your finger in it.
Oh,
it's not burning.
No.
But it. Oh, and by the way, our hands are clean.
Yes, they are. We both washed them.
Okay,
so you're okay with that.
Look, what we're going to do next is we're going to put 1 tablespoon. You need sugar or honey. I like to use honey. And I'm just going to put 1 tablespoon. See, that water's cooling off quickly too. And when we put the honey in, it's going to drop the temp even just a tad bit more. And it's going to be the perfect temperature. And I like to mix the honey in the water so it's blended really well.
Do you use honey every time you're dealing with yeast?
No, just a different recipe. I'll use sugar. It just depends.
Oh, okay.
This is kind of a breakfast quick bread.
Like an English muffin.
Yeah. Okay, so it's blended in there, and so I'm going to pour it right on top of our yeast. And Lydia, come a little closer so you're watching. Okay. Now look, just make sure that it's all.
How do you know it's getting activated?
That's where that's
where I messed
that's
up.
Your problem. Now, I barely stirred it, and guess what we're going to do?
Wait.
Yep, I'm setting it aside.
Okay.
I would get the rest of the stuff ready. So you need 4 1/2 cups of flour. 1, 2,
3.
This is 3. And you want to make sure you level it off because in baking you want to be precise. So this is 3. Was this Al's mama's? Or your
It
mama?
was my grandma's.
Oh my gosh, how precious.
Yes,
So
I have
4.
my grandma all in my house.
Oh, your precious grandma. And
Sophia.
Sophia.
It's 1 cup. See, it says 1.
I know, I'm looking for the half cup mark.
Oh, okay.
But thank you.
You're welcome.
You can't see through this. I was telling her that the glass measuring cups are for
Liquid. I did not know that.
Yeah. So let's get this down to a half. And I know there's a little bit too much in there. It's not going to hurt anything to have just a little too much. But there's my half. Okay. And then what I like to do is I just like to make a little dent right in the middle of it for the salt and the baking powder.
Here's the salt.
Okay, put the salt. 1 teaspoon of kosher
teaspoon
salt right in the center. Very good. And then we need our 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda.
1/4 teaspoon. Okay.
Let me get this out of the way while you get the baking soda.
Baking soda.
Baking soda. Not baking powder.
Baking
Soda.
soda.
Soda. Ooh, I got that sticky. I need to wash that off. I better wash my hands. So put that in there. Level. Yep, perfect. And let me put you on pause while I wash my hands. Lydia was wondering, she goes, what's happening with the yeast? And it's only been in there for, what, 5 minutes while I'm putting the flour in here. And it's not fully proofed yet, but it's going to puff up and there will be no mistaking it. So we checked the expiration date. It's good. And it's starting to bubble. You can see that. But it's going to puff up good. Just leave it alone.
Sherry.
My girlfriend Cherry's here. Hi.
Hello, everybody. I'm just coming to taste the bread.
All right. Well, we're making it now, so come join us. Next, what we want to do, Miss Lydia,
Yes.
is we're going to mix that baking powder and that salt. I just use my hand. Just get it mixed right in there really well. Wonder why I'm putting the yeast in the big bowl and the flour mixture in the little bowl, but there's a method to my madness. I'll show you. I've got 2 1/4 cup of milk here. We're going to pop this in the microwave. Let's do them one at a time. Get the big one first. Put it in for 30 seconds, please.
Okay.
I would do it for you, but I'm holding the camera.
I'm glad to assist.
This is going to be the same temp as the water. Like, don't get it over 110. We want it to be almost where it would burn your finger, but not quite.
So the water was 30 seconds. No, 15.
15 for that little container of it. This is a bigger container, so I know it's going to... This is 2 cups. And that was, what, 1/4 of a cup?
Yeah.
So I know this is going to go 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then the smaller
That'll
one
go
of milk,
15.
15. Okay.
Yeah. So put your finger in it. Tell me what you think.
It's warm.
No, stick it in up to the knuckle.
It's warm.
Okay, let me test it. That's not warm. It's not
It's
enough.
not?
Nope, pop it in for another 15 seconds, please.
See how Lisa knows these things? I don't know these things.
I
Lisa
just
knows
know
these
it
things.
from doing it.
Yes. She's smart.
Oh, yeah, whatever. I'm just brilliant, right?
Hey, how about now?
No, 15 seconds.
Oh.
Okay, pop it out. 2 cups is taking longer. Let's go another 15 seconds. I stuck my finger in it, and it still wasn't hot enough. Might even take 30 seconds. Heck if I know.
Well, it is more of a milk.
That's 2 cups
It's
milk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get done, get done.
We are just so great.
Okay, lids. Let's stick it in your finger in it again for me. See what you think. No, you do it. You got to know. No,
Well,
hold it
okay.
in there. Did it burn you?
Yeah.
Okay, let me try mine. That's perfect. That didn't burn it, but it's right at the point where it is.
Should I pour
If
it in
it got
here?
any hotter, no, not yet. You got to heat this
I
one
gotta
up.
heat this, but
the
this
little
one's
one.
15 seconds.
Yeah, that's the little 1/4 of a cup. Look at the yeast mixture, Lydia. It's bloomed. It's poofy. Almost looks like a mushroom now. We want to pour that hot milk in here right away because that milk is just the right temperature.
Yes.
And we want it to stay that temperature. So go ahead and pour both. Okay, pour it right into the yeast mixture.
I see it.
Yeah, you see?
Yes, it's poofy.
See?
I got it now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm happy. I'm happy you got it.
Oh, it's poofy.
Yep, and pour the other one. Yep. Same temp water, and it'll keep that yeast blooming. Continue. Okay, now I want you to put 1 cup of that flour mixture in here.
1 cup of flour.
Yeah, here's your little tin can, I love. Put that in your will for me, please.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's, yeah, and you don't have to have that exactly even because, yeah, that's fine. And
We already
then,
measured it out.
yeah, we already measured it out. And so what you want to do is you just want to whip this up and mix it in really good. The rest of it we're just going to dump in after we get it blended really well.
Okay.
Okay, you stir, Cherry.
Okay.
Yay, Sherry.
Thank you, Sherry.
Woo-hoo.
There you go. This is her debut.
Mine was the other day.
When you tried the spaghetti.
Yes.
Yes. I'm like doing a number on my head. Like,
It's pretty. There's a
okay,
couple
no, it
of
looks
lumps, but it's
beautiful.
really
Looks beautiful. Okay,
pretty
no,
well
just
incorporated.
pick up the bowl, dump it all in there. Dump the flour all in there. And you can move that whisk now, or it'll get so gumpy you'll never clean it. We're going to use the spoon.
Spoon next. Okay.
Yeah.
Like this right
Nope, the wooden spoon.
There
Okay.
you go, Sherry.
Okay, this is going to be a super wet batter. It's not going to be one that we knead with our hand. So you want it to be very wet. We're going to pour it out of the bowl into the pans.
Oh.
Now, you can butter those glass dishes for me,
I
Lids.
will.
But liberally, please.
I will.
Okay?
I'm going to use some muscle now.
Yep. You got muscle better than I do, that's for sure. Muscle of the tongue. You know, in the Bible it says the tongue is the sword of the spirit. It can be really sharp.
And it says, a fool, when kept silent, is thought wise.
Very wise. Why has that always been one of my favorite proverbs?
I think we used to tell it to
Yeah, I think so too. So Lydia, the next step is we're going to dust these pans that you buttered liberally, which is a very good job. About probably 2 tablespoons of flour each. Just dump it in there, and you know how to shake it around and all that stuff. Not your booty. I'm talking about the
Hey
pans.
now.
Hey now. That's a song.
Hey now, don't dream it's over.
There you go.
She knew it. She knew it.
She's just playing.
Howard Jones. Look it up.
I didn't know who did it. You like my stack of I have to
nice,
use
yeah.
that. I have to use that to prop up the ring light. Okay, get it all shook around, and if we need to open up the cornmeal for more, let's do it. Beautifully, she dusted the pans with the cornmeal. You know English muffins have cornmeal on them. We've got a little bit of extra cornmeal we're going to use on the top. So our next step, Miss Lydia, is we're going to just divide that batter in between these 2 pans. Okay, so that's going to be divided between both pans.
Okay. It's awfully sticky, though.
It's supposed to be.
Okay.
That's perfect.
That is?
Yep, okay, now scoop it into the pans. Lydia got it divided into the pans. You can double this recipe. And then just kind of spread it out. See how sticky it is? And that's exactly what you want. Kids, will you sprinkle the top? And it's going to spread out when it rises and fill in those corners. We're going to let it rise. This is quick rising yeast, so it may...
Do we cover it at all?
Yep,
Or?
we sure do. We're going to cover it if you got a tea towel or...
I do.
Okay, perfect. Good. Because you don't want drafts to get in there.
No, you don't. Oops.
Good job. Good job. And what a cute little tea towel. Whose was that?
My cousin brought this for me from Arizona.
So cute.
Quebec, Arizona.
I love it. Lydia, if you we're going to just check on it. It's probably been about 20 minutes. I don't really know with that fast rising yeast what it's going to look like. Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, look at that.
It's rising good. I mean,
We
it's
did it,
almost doubled.
girlfriend.
And even my little, I've got a experiment going over there. I'm going to make it like a traditional English muffin. This isn't the recipe I use for traditional English muffins, but I want to try this batter.
That looks good, Lisa.
Those are perfect. Okay, crank that oven up to 425, please. And by the time it preheats, we're going to pop those right into the oven for about 25 minutes. These beautiful loaves of bread, they've risen nicely. Even my little experiment piece, I'm going to put that on the burner. And these are going in the 425-degree oven for 25 minutes. Although her oven may be a little different than mine. I'll check them at 20. I want to cook this one on top of the stove like I normally, on the burner, like I normally do English muffins. I've never tried this batter as just your regular. So I've got the fire down low. I've got some cornmeal on the pan. The batter, yeah, this is a test. Got the batter doubled in size. I didn't have much to spare, so normally I'd make bigger one. But let's give this a try and see. It's puffed up really beautifully. Let's see if the other side is done. I think this is going to work. This recipe is going to work. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah, look at that.
Look how nice.
Yeah, and now we're just going to let that, don't squish it. So it's going to be nice and floofy.
That looks like a totally English muffin then.
I know it.
Yeah.
So you can do it either way. In the oven as a
wow.
loaf of bread or just like this.
That was a good test, Lise.
Thank you.
Good that you did that.
Well, I've always loved homemade English muffins. They're so good. Okay, I've got the fire down as low as I can get it. I don't want to burn it before it gets done in the center.
Right.
This intuition is telling her this English muffin is done. Let's look at this side of it. Ooh, the Bee Gees are playing. She's right. It's done. It's been 25 minutes. Let's check the bread. Oh, yeah, it's done. Look at that. And gently set it on top of the stove.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that looks so nice. Look at that.
Oh, my gosh.
Look how
Yes. Now, are you going to be afraid of yeast anymore?
Well, I'm going to try not to be.
Yeah,
I'll let
don't
you know next time I mess with it.
Okay, good. All right.
That looks
Now,
beautiful. Just
beautiful. Now I'm going to brush the top with a little butter just because it's pretty and it'll taste good. Yeah, okay, now we're going to let that completely cool. And the reason that we're going to let that cool is because if you cut it while it's hot, you're going to stop the process and the dough will be gummy and sticky possibly, unless you're super duper lucky. Let it cool and it's going to be firm and airy. But in the meantime, we're going to try our little experimental English muffin. I did remove the bread from the pans. It just falls right out because it's going to cool much faster like that. Now, I'm going to take a chance and hope I get lucky and cut this while it's hot because I want to melt the butter on it because we want to try this little English muffin. And it's little. I would have made a much bigger one. Ooh. Oh, yeah. That looks good. Let's put some butter on it. Now, the bread is probably going to have some bigger holes in it, which is good because that'll collect all the butter or jam, whatever you want to put on it. Yeah. Yeah. But since this is such a little piece, now let me cut us and see what y'all think. Okay, shall we try it, girls?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Not very good.
This is just like an English muffin.
Oh my gosh.
It is an English muffin, you weirdo.
Wow.
What the heck? Now that bread is going to be really good too. We've got to let it cool off.
Yes.
So we're going to come back later. We're going to go jaunting around to the antique shop.
Thank you, Lisa, for teaching me.
You're welcome. And when I get back, we'll cut into the bread.
More, please.
Ooh.
Please, sir, may I have some more? Yum. And so easy.
So delicious.
Very good.
Well, the girls and I, Lydia and Sherry, we have been out running around at an antique shop and having fun, letting the bread cool. We were gone a couple hours, so it's ready. And now we can cut it and give it a taste. Lydia, it's pretty, isn't it?
It's gorgeous. I can't wait to taste it.
So I'm ready to slice it.
Yay.
Yay! Give us a piece. Can you warm that up in?
Yeah, we
And
can warm
put
it up.
some,
With now we can warm it
butter
up.
on it so it melts all melty.
Toast it. Look at the wonderful holes and things. That'll catch all the butter and the jelly.
The nooks and crannies.
The
I
nooks
love.
and crannies. And I'm gonna warm it up for you, and we'll all try it. Al, will you have a piece? Goody. Okay. And it smells so good. This is such easy bread recipe. You guys gotta all try it. Now let me warm this up so we can butter it. Gotta press the. Oh, that's so funny. It's been filming all this time. Okay. All right. Okay, Lids, would you like to try?
I would, please.
Okay,
I'm waiting
grab a
very
piece.
patiently. Thank you.
That's what friends are for, to give you a hard time after you've made them homemade bread.
Yes.
Homemade bread. I can't stand it. Oh my gosh.
You want more butter? Yeah,
Yes,
the more
ma'am.
butter, the better.
Butter, more
Yes,
better.
ma'am. Gotta get every nook and cranny.
Yeah.
All right, pass it on.
Your turn, dear.
Take one down.
You need to
pass
get
it
one for
around.
Al.
Yeah, let me get one for Al too.
There's Al's.
Okay. Here, I'll give Al this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna have butter, and then I'm gonna put some honey on there after. But I want to taste it with just butter first.
Yes, yes, you have to
I
taste
love
it with
that.
just butter.
It's like you're going to taste the
Now I'm
flavor
gonna
and
give
then
this
that
to Al.
wonderful honey. Yeah, go give that to Al. Does he want any honey on his?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Anybody want to slice their bread to make it more lady-like?
Here we go. I got a little nice.
I
one.
Not that
Yeah.
either of you are ladies, but
Hold on one sec.
okay. You need butter on yours. I'll be sweet and butter it for you. It's hard to be sweet to these gals because they are not sweet. However,
Okay.
just
Okay, I need to cut mine into smaller bite-sized pieces. Not that. Use this. Okay. Where did
scaring
that-
me,
oh,
scaring me.
That's
'Cause I'm a
what
lady.
friends are for.
Yeah.
I'm a lady. Okay, ready?
Everybody
Okay.
knows you cut triangles, not straight.
I know these are not triangles, they're butterflies.
I know. Look how she's doing hers.
I
is
know.
square. Okay.
Okay, cheers.
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 Okay.
Cheers. Mmm.
Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
Mmm.
For such an easy bread, this is just too easy and it's very, very good. I'm going to be making more breads in the future. I want to show you some of my favorite recipes. I have another recipe you're going to love.
I would like that. Give that to Sherry.
It's a deli bread and you make it around. And it's, oh, so good. You can make like a big old sandwich.
This is very good, you all.
Delicious. You should make this.
Try it with the honey lids.
Okay.
Oh my God. How many carbs do you think this has?
0.
Okay, good. I can eat the whole half then. Can't have any more carbs the rest of the day.
Yeah, I'm just counting the carbs in the plate.
I'll eat the plate. Mmm, tasty too.
Oh, can't take her anywhere.
Can't take you anywhere,
No,
Lydia.
we can't. Oh my goodness.
Butterfingers. Butterface. Okay, taste it with that.
It's very good with the honey. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm.
Well, what's not to love about homemade bread?
Well, nothing I can find here to not love.
We've had a great day together cooking and laughing and making fun of each other and giving each other a hard time. And I can't wait to do
bread.
it again, eating lots of bread. I'd rather make bread, you know, the paper kind. However, this is great. Anyway, it's been good being in Lydia's kitchen, and I can't wait to see y'all again. Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.